Hi everyone, welcome back to Teaching with Tula. I'm Laura Dupree, and I just wanted us to get together for a little get ready with me, and we are going to be using our TEMU finds as promised. We're going to do a full face of TEMU today. That's why I look so good right now, because we're going to get ready together anyways. So let's jump right in. We can just have a little bit of a chat, find out what everybody's been up to. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the primer that they provided. And I know I have I do have a sponge. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my, okay, well, we're going to try to put a little bit on our hand, but it doesn't seem to want to come out of the container. Okay, do we have our first fail of the, we're just, you know, when you can't get it out of the container, you just do what you can. I'm just going to apply this primer over the areas that I feel need to. Now I am putting this on a clean face. It's been cleaned and moisturized. So of course you always want to start with a clean face. And this primer, you know, I'm guessing because, you know, I'm not an expert or anything. I've never said I was an expert. I barely know how to do my own makeup to where I don't look like a freak show when I walk out the door. So please, this is not a tutorial. This is not a tutorial. We're just trying on some of the finds, and I'm just going to do my best. We're going to play around for a little bit. We're just going to play around with the makeup. I don't know where that's coming from. All right, next up, we're going to do the foundation. So, this is the color changing foundation that we got in art. So we got a couple of different TEMU boxes, and this is one that came in another box, but I was really anxious to try it, and you can see it goes on white. So we are going to give this a whirl and see just how it does what it says it does. We did try some on our hand when it first came in, and it was really, I'm not gonna lie, it was impressive. So we're just gonna work this in, try to keep it out of my hairline. So gosh, I hope, I mean, it's a Sunday, kind of morning, afternoon. We're on the cusp here. Ooh, and that's looking nice. It's a little, honestly, it's going on a little bit. We'll just keep working it in. But is it giving me, yeah, okay, we need to work this in quite a bit more. Let's keep working this in. Let's just work it in using our sponge a little bit. I do kind of like the feeling, you guys. I don't know, there's something about it. The feeling of like you're not putting something brown on your face. I don't know if that might sound weird, but I don't know, maybe it's a mind thing where it feels like you're putting on something fairly clean, like a moisturizer, but it's not. In fact, it is a foundation, and the more we work it, I'm honestly not having to work too terribly hard, but I mean, you know, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. Again, this is the TEMU version of this product, so we'll see, you know. But you can see I just wiped off what I had on my hand. It definitely does have a pigment to it. So it's nice. It kind of gives you an overall, you know, just an overall coverage. It doesn't feel heavy at all. Like I said, it goes on kind of like a moisturizer. Like it feels good. If I'm being honest, we're just gonna try to keep mushing along. But I think I really like the way that actually is going on. So now that we have our foundation on, let's see. I think next up we're gonna do. Okay, we do have the. This is the highlighter and the bronzer. So we're going to use both of these. I think first I'm going to go in with my bronzer. We're just going to put a couple of dots here. I like to come in under my cheekbone. I like to see that defined V there. We're going to go down the nose a little bit on both sides. Come up here a little bit. You know, I'm just starting, you guys, I'm just starting to really get into using these bronzers. So I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm going to learn along the way. Next thing we have is the highlighter stick, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to do like a little V in here. I'm going to go down my nose. I'm going to do a little bit of my Cupid's bow, and then definitely going to come in here and put some under the eye. Okay. We may go back with more and adjust later, but for right now, that's what we have. And I discovered as I was going through this box that it really didn't come with a blush. So what I'm actually going to do is I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of lip gloss. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, back in the day, let's just kind of go in. I think that color is kind of pretty. So we'll just kind of, back in the day, uh, I know that like when we didn't have any kind of cheek color, but we had a lipstick with us, we would work with that. And nowadays it's a thing because they come as a combination. So I don't know. I think there are really no true rules about what you use, what you can, what should be, none of that. Ooh, okay, so we may have overdone. So this is what we do. We're just gonna make a mistake and we're gonna figure out how to lighten that up. Whoo, baby. Okay, so that was clearly a problem. So let's rethink. Let's rethink. We can recover, you guys. We can recover. We're gonna recover from that. That was a big problem. We're going to take it off of this side for sure because we already know that's not the right thing to do. Okay, well, I think let's just go in. I think I'm going to put a little bit more foundation on the areas that I'm wiping away just because that was wow. Wow. And yeah, P.S. And by the way, that would have happened whether I was doing this live or, it would have happened regardless of how and when I was doing this. So we're just going to go back in and put a little bit more foundation where we need to. I really am kind of digging this foundation though, you guys. I think it's pretty cool. Okay. And maybe just one little itty bitty squirt. I'm not putting a lot on the sponge. I'm just a little bit to just fill in some gaps. While we're up here, we're going to go ahead and let's just work in this. And I'm only using a sponge because this is kind of a creamy bronzer. If I were using a powder bronzer, which is kind of my normal go-to is the powder, But what we, we said we were going to work with what was in the box, and this is what was in the box. So, um, I would be using a brush for a powder. I would be using a brush for sure, just because it's so much easier for me. I mean, that's just my preference. So we're just gonna. Do we have a? I mean, I think that mistake we made. Um, I wish I could say it was a happy accident, but I think we're just at the salvage is what we're doing. So we're adding a little bit of color. Now we're going to have to rethink this. I want to rethink. Let's go in. I'm trying to stick with this palette, guys. I'm really trying to stick with this palette. So I'm going to go in again, once again with the blusher, or the bronzer. And we're going to do a little bit more of a line here and a little bit more of a line here. Because I think I took quite a bit of it off when I corrected. So we're just going to work that in. Okay, there. Now see, we're getting some definition. We're getting what I wanted out of it. I'm just going to carry that up a little bit just to bring some down. And what this does, in my opinion, from the way that when I'm looking at my face, it makes me feel like the face looks a little bit more thin. So I've had kind of a chunky face, so we're just, we do that. Next up, what I'm going to do is, because we had such a snaffaroonie with the lip gloss idea, shame, we're actually going to go in with, I'm going to use this shade on my eyeshadow palette for blush. And it's kind of a deeper pink. And I'm just going to put that there. I'm just going to work that in. Now see, it's not really these brushes. I don't know. Maybe it's a combination of powder and brush. It doesn't appear to be. I'm just really having a moment. Okay. Well, yeah, the kit not coming with a blush is definitely becoming an issue, as you can see. We're not going to give up, though. Let's try this one. Folks, are we getting there? I think we got there. We got there. Holy bananas, you guys. I'm not an expert. I don't do my makeup even every day, so thanks for hanging in there. But this does look a little bit, I don't know. It's on camera, it's reading really ugly. But in the mirror, it's not too bad. I don't know what that means. But we're just going to keep going, you guys. I mean, we kind of messed up. I messed up. It's a story of my life. We try again. So, the thing is, what you guys watched today is that I didn't give up, right? I didn't give up. I'm not giving up. I've got you all here. We're in the middle of this, and I am determined to put on a face. There. See, it's getting there. Like, it's not horribly bright, but it is getting there. Okay. Great. All right. So right now we've got kind of our basics in. And now I want to go to, before we start on the eyes, I think I'm going to go to the powder. And we'll just start applying some of this. and see if that helps calm any of this down. This is just a translucent powder, you guys. I'm going to put it up here in my eyes. This is not going to be a fancy face of makeup. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just an everyday girl that wants to look her best by herself, doesn't want to pay for anything extravagant. I just want to be me, and I want to do the best version of me that I can do. This is kind of a, I don't know. So you guys, now we have a little bit more balance. I think it's a little bit better. It's not perfect. It's, that's not the point. But we do have something here. Okay. Next, I think I want to move on to the eyes. So for the eyes, let's see. I don't want to do a really smoked out eye. I think what I'm going to start with is we're going to go into this pink right here. We're going to put this in the crease. And yeah, here's the thing with this brush, it's not picking up a lot on the end. I think I need a firmer brush for this activity. I mean, it's not horrible, but okay. So we went in with the, I think I'm gonna go one more. I'm just gonna keep going in for a little bit because it's not, it's not horrible, but part of it is I'm just now learning how to use these soft touch brushes. I'm used to using something a little bit more firm, and so I'm picking up typically more product. I'm not used to picking it up with such a light touch and fluffy brush. But we're practicing, we're seeing what this is like, and it's not horrible. It's actually pretty good. The thing about it is that I'm not putting on too much in that I don't have to, I'm not getting a big streak that then I have to work the heck out of. So I do like it for that aspect. So the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to go in with this little bit of a smaller brush. And we're going to do this one for the inside of the lid, the main part of the lid. So I'm going to use a firmer brush, like I said, a little bit firmer of a brush to do the main part of the lid. Go in, cover that. Not bad. Do the other side. This one is picking it up a little bit better. Yeah, it's picking it up a lot better. Okay, I'm just going to take some of this excess. It's like that side looks a little top heavy. Okay, and then I'm also going to, actually let me pull some of this product off of this brush. And I'm going to go into this one. We're just going to go in for a little brightness up at the brow line. Okay, so just a little something. It's not going to be a big difference, but it is a little something up there just to kind of brighten things up. And then we're going to go in and we're going to take this angled brush, and it is, like I said, it's one of the more fluffy, but it is an angled brush. And so I'm going to pick up some of this that we tried to use on our cheeks, and we're going to put this, I'm just going to pick up a little, and we're going to put this in the very crease here, just to kind of bring in a little bit more definition here. Okay, I'm going to try a different brush because I don't think this one is picking up enough. So we'll put it on with one of the more firm brushes that we have, and then we'll blend it out with the smaller brushes, or the bigger brushes. And you know, you guys, most often I'll just do like a regular I'll just one shade of color, and if I'm just doing an everyday look because I need to go to the store or something, I don't like to go out with absolutely no makeup on. I like to have a little something. So my everyday is just going to be like that first shade I put on. I would probably cover the whole lid with that, and then apply a little bit of the just a hair of the eyeliner and maybe some mascara and a lip, and be good to go. So okay, so we can see we're bringing in some definition there in the corner. It's not completely smoked out, but now we're going to go back in with the bigger brush, and we're just going to work the little circles in here, blend it all out so it doesn't quite look so stark. I mean, we're coming along. This is a TEMU face, you guys. We're using TEMU products. We're testing them out. We're doing a little bit more from a face perspective that I would typically do. But that's okay. I mean, I really wanted to test this out. So now I'm going to go in and we're going to do a lip. It did not, this kit did not come with a pencil, so we're just going to go in, kind of had this two-phase plan. We're going to do, okay, see, that's red. As a red. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, guys, that's a little bit too red. But I knew it was going to be a little darker than I wanted. So I thought maybe we would go in and also I think the gloss is toning it down a little bit. And then I'm just going to go in because I just feel like, I don't know, that red. Well, we'll just work with it, right? I mean, what else are we going to do? All right, so whew, I want to go ahead and hit with this is not in the box, but this is mine, and I did want to put This is not what I wanted to use. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I brought that in here. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure why I wanted to do that. Anyways, forget that. Let's move on and let's finish up our eyes, and then we can assess what we think. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start with the upper line. I always start with the upper line. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure about this one. But it's, I mean, it's going on just fine, right? You can tell. And I don't like to cover the entire part of the lid. Okay, that line's a little messy, but I mean, it'll do for the purposes. It's not perfect. I'm not going anywhere to really care about all of that, but we're just gonna, let's see what this looks like on the water line. It's not horrible. It's not a lot. I'm not, it's not like waterproof, so it is somewhat diluted. Um, but that's not bad. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. I guess, let's see, what do we have left here that we have not yet tried? We have, let's see, we do have a brow pencil. I mean, we could go through, I could do a little, I could try. You guys, just bear with me. You know this is not my jam, especially the brows. Especially the brows. Yeah, it's not my Jimmy Jam. Not my Jimmy Jam. I am going to get these brows tended to, I promise. But I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Okay. Ooh! Okay, that's pretty awful. Let's get in here and tone that down a little bit. Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better. Okay. All right. All right. So we got that. I don't know. I'm not hating it. Maybe it's the color selection that I chose. Um, so far, I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. All we have left is the mascara. So let me know in the comments, like, does anybody have any tips? I mean, I am open to hearing anybody's helpful thoughts. Okay, this mascara is not mascara-ing. It's kind of weird. Um, it's like I'm not seeing anything come through. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think I feel good about it. Honestly, I'm not seeing that mascara is terrible. It's going to take a few applications. I thought, you guys, that I thought I would be pleasantly surprised. And on some of the items, I 100% am pleasantly surprised. But this mascara is no bueno. It's not. It's not working out. It's just not, at least for me, it's not. Um, yeah, it's like there's not enough product, or the product is not, like, I shouldn't have to put this much product on. And maybe it's what I'm used to, right? Maybe I'm just used to um, the bigger, fatter brushes that collect a lot more product in one dip, so I don't have to keep going back in. But you can almost not tell that I'm wearing any mascara. I mean, I don't like to wear falsies. Um, I don't. And so for me, the mascara is 100%, it's got to be there, right? It has to be there because that's all I'm doing, right? I'm not, and like the eyeliner line should not be everything that we see. Um, we definitely should be seeing the mascara come through. And it's taken some time, and I'm having to go in multiple times to pick up more product, but it is finally starting to come through. So I don't know, you guys. Is it a deal? Yeah, it's a deal. I mean, we aren't going to do any better than what we did on this box. But are the products everything? Some of them are amazing. And so, like the eyeliner, love the eyeliner. I probably enjoyed more than I disliked. And I think that's a good thing anytime we're, going through things. And, it was a box full of beauty products. So, of course, there are going to be some hits and some misses. So, I definitely still think it's worth it because, even with the items that I may not like 100%, you may find that they're perfect for you, right? So I would say it's worth taking a risk on. And I mean, at the end of the day, I did get a full face of makeup out of it. Um, and if I'm being honest, I probably could have gone without trying to do anything with my cheeks other than the highlighter and the bronzer. I probably could have stopped there, but my my basic face of makeup usually always includes a blush. And so I guess I felt kind of lost without it, but I definitely and probably would have been much happier had I just stopped and said, okay, well, whatever, we don't have blush, we're going to make it work with the bronzer. And that would have been fine. In fact, I liked my face a lot better before I started messing around with those. So a lot of it today was me just making some choices that weren't necessarily all that wise. And if we kind of adjust our lights a little bit and get back to a normal lighting that I use for recording, this is what we have. Full face of TEMU makeup. Now, there's hair to do and things like that, but I think, I think it's good. Actually, you know what? I don't like this. I have to. We got to take this off. This is just too much. I can't walk around like that. I know myself, and I absolutely better already. I mean, right? That's better already. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, and then I do have one of the lipsticks from the other TEMU box. This is a TEMU lipstick, and I'm going to throw that on. Oh, it's not 100% perfect, but look, you guys, we fixed it. We fixed it. So don't give up. Don't give up is the point. Especially when you're playing with makeup. Just do, I mean, that's what it's about. You're playing with it, right? You're figuring out what works, what doesn't work. And I think we all learned something today. Yay. Anyways, I want to say thank you for being here with me today. It was a lot of fun. Um, Probably do more of these moving forward. We'll try out some of these products that I've been getting in the boxes, and yeah, we're going to keep on going, and maybe we'll just mark this as the very first one, and we'll take a look back in a year and see how far we've come. Maybe our face looks a lot better. We'll see. All right, you guys. Well, listen, appreciate every moment that you spend hanging out here with me. I know time is precious, so I really do appreciate it. And I hope you be well until I see you again. Take care. Bye, everyone.